defeats Mexico 5-3. And did Aaron Judge just get better? It's New York Minute Sports. It's New York Sports for New York Nuts. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's go!
Strokes from the other way. Back towards the wall. There it goes. Aaron Judge strikes first for Team USA.
It's
took the game in. Sends this ball a mile. How far will it fly for Roman Anthony? Off the face into the second deck. 5-0 U.S.
Y Clark, clutch. ¡Qué jugada! De Bobby Witt Jr. El tiro primero lo fusila. Mago con guante. Bobby Witt Jr.
It's New York Minute Sports.
Well, there you have it, folks. Welcome to another installment of the New York Minute Sports Show. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. What a ball game we had down in Houston tonight. And Team USA defeats Mexico 5-3. And why is this such a big deal? Because entering tonight's game, Mexico had defeated Team USA 3 straight times. They have had Team USA's number, and early in this game, with Paul Skenes rolling and having 7 strikeouts in this game, and Aaron Judge doing his thing, and we'll get to that, Team USA was rolling 5-0, and you thought this was going to be a cakewalk, but not so fast. Team Mexico came crawling back in this game when Boyd got in the game. He got him up to 61 pitches, and Mexico fought their way back into this game. But tonight, Team USA prevails, and it's a statement game for them because they are not here to make friends. As you can see, when Big Dumper wouldn't shake Ariza's hand today in the batter's box, Team USA is all business, and you can show by their captain, their captain, none other than Aaron Judge. Listen, I'm a Yankee fan. I cover the New York Yankees on this channel and the AL East. I get to see him play all the time. And the man still surprises me to this day. You know what? I scratch my head, and you think a guy that would hit 53 home runs and put up a Babe Ruth season last year kind of plateaued at where his talent level is. I do not think that we have seen the best of Aaron Judge in his career yet. This guy is starting to get to a next level. One of the small examples of that is you can even see tonight in his approach at the plate, he always got caught on that outside pitch and the outside slider that he would bite on and would lead to 168 strikeouts a year, but no more. Aaron Judge had everything to lose to play in this tournament. By putting his face all over Team USA and on Fox and a national broadcast, if Team USA came out and laid an egg, guess where all the blame would lay? It would lay on Aaron Judge. But what has he done? He looks like he's in midseason form right now and has been one of the most dominant players in all of the World Baseball Classic. Not only did he talk about it, he backed it up with his bat, and he is leading.
Judge swings, launches it deep left field, heading towards the wall. It is gone.
Team USA, because if you look around the rest of the box score tonight, Aaron Judge was holding this team together with Roman Anthony of the Boston Red Sox, and I feel a little mixed inside. Seeing a Boston Red Sox help the Team USA, my body wants to jump out of its skin, but you know what? For the next week, we can make a pass. After that, it's back to hating the Boston Red Sox.
Took the game in. Sends this ball a mile. How far will it fly for Roman Anthony? Off the face into the second deck. 5-0 U.S.
And everybody that plays for them. But you know what we would have heard if Aaron Judge didn't perform well in this year's World Baseball Classic? We would have heard, looks like the 5th inning in the World Series again. Looks like Aaron Judge is in clutch. Listen, Aaron Judge is one of the greatest baseball players you will ever see. And for some strange reason, he has more haters than you know. I don't know if it's hatred for the New York Yankees and him, All this guy does is say the right thing, and all he does is mash. You're watching Babe Ruth level performances right now, and he just got walked in the World Baseball Classic, people. That doesn't even make sense. So is Aaron Judge getting better? Has he peaked as an athlete? Let me know in the comments below, because when you're getting MVP chants down in Houston, where they love to bang on those trash cans, where they love to have those sensors in Altuve's shirt, and he doesn't want to take it off because his wife hates his tattoos, blah, blah, blah. Carlos Beltran doing sign language in the dugout to steal signs from the 2017 New York Yankees, and Aaron Judge, who still has a chip on his shoulder about that and probably has to be separated by Alex Bregman in the dugout. Aaron Judge is leading Team USA, and they are on a mission, folks. And their mission is to win the World Baseball Classic, because look at the competition this year. The Dominican Republic looks like a runaway freight train, and Team Japan is Team Japan. They are one of the most solid fundamental teams left in the World Baseball Classic, and guess what? The USA takes on Italy tomorrow night, and it's going to be another classic. I would like to touch on Paul Skenes. I'll tell you this. It's nice to watch this guy when he's on your team, because God forbid opposing this guy. This guy is a once-in-a-lifetime talent. I got to sit back and see him tonight, and his line was 4 innings pitched, no hits, no runs, 7 strikeouts. This guy's two-seam fastball has a 6-inch drop to it backdoor. It was so impressive, and he was locked in. Paul Skenes and Skubal now are done as far as the World Baseball Classic is concerned, guys. They are like me back in my 20s at the bar. One and done? Yeah, right. But Skubal and Skenes will be going back to AAA for their respected teams. Now, Skubal said that he was very torn. He was on the fence about going back, but especially when you go to arbitration like Skubal did this year, and he got $33 million, the highest in arbitration history, that you think that Detroit Tigers are trying to contend for a World Series this year, and he needs to be with his team. Also, Paul Skenes, you know what? He's a young guy. They want to preserve that arm, and the Pittsburgh Pirates will probably be in the toilet of the Central again this year, especially with a Terry Francona-led Cincinnati Reds in the Central. But you know what? Paul Skenes' first order and directive is to the Pittsburgh Pirates, folks. But you know what? He reminds me of Kerry Wood. Do you remind Kerry Wood from the Chicago Cubs back in the day, who came up with Mark Pryor? That's what his stuff reminds me of. And all I could read in the group chat was everybody going, hey, Paul Skenes would look good in pinstripes. I mean, as Yankee fans, we all say that all the time, but I do think that Paul Skenes would look very good in pinstripes. But you know what? The Yankees actually took a little bit of a hit to that tonight, because Spencer Jones, along with Elmer Rodriguez Cruz, was sent down to AAA. So Spencer Jones, who was hitting 333, an OPS of 1023, and 3 jacks, got sent down to AAA today, and his stock, as far as trade value, is plummeting. Fell out of the top 100 prospects, and now he's down in AAA, won't even do the full spring training with the #1 squad. And Spencer Jones, who was thought to be used in a piece for a guy like Paul Skenes with Jason Dominguez and some of our young pitching talent, it doesn't look like that anymore. I don't know what the master plan of the New York Yankees and Spencer Jones is, but guess what? You can go right here at New York Minute Sports. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and hit that notification button, because I got you covered this season, wall to wall. Another guy that was playing out of his mind that showed up to play for Team USA tonight was none other than Bobby Witt Jr. Sprawled out twice, threw one from his ass to first base, then threw another after sprawling out. And
Clark, clutch, qué jugada de Bobby Witt Jr. El tiro primera lo fusila. Mago con guante. Bobby Witt Jr.
Bobby Witt Jr. saved runs on this team, period, stop. If it wasn't for him tonight, we might not be looking at a final score of 5-3. You know what? This is also a great thing about the WBC. You get to find a lot of diamonds in the rough, guys that play for the Mexican leagues, guys that are electricians in the Czech Republic who struck out Shohei Ohtani. But some of the greatest stories are watching players that you don't get to see on a regular basis. You know, listen, an Anaheim Angels or an Arizona Diamondbacks fan does not get to see the Kansas City Royals and what Bobby Witt Jr. can do all the time. He took that amazing contract that was very friendly to the Royals. I think it was like 8 years for $65 million. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. I know you will. But Bobby Witt Jr. opened up both of my eyeballs, and I always hear really high praise about this guy. But seeing him in action tonight was one of the best performances I've seen in the World Baseball Classic at shortstop. Let me know what you think in the comments below. What do you think about Paul Skenes? Will he be a New York Yankee? What do you think about the future with Bobby Witt Jr.? Because I think he can be one of the best players in Major League Baseball as soon as Aaron Judge and Ohtani leave. But will he finish his career as a Royal? Because he is playing lights out right now in the World Baseball Classic. But you know what? You have your hots and you have your nots. And the one thing about Team USA, they've been sleepwalking in the first 2 games. They really didn't do anything till the 5th inning. They got off to a fast start tonight. They loaded the bases, but they could not execute with runners in scoring position. And that kind of game will not play against teams like the Dominican Republic or Team Japan. You cannot leave people on the bases and expect to beat these really good teams. Some of the guys that aren't really looking good at the batter's box, and I know it's really early in the season, and I'm going through the minutia of the World Baseball Classic, but Bruxton looks lost. Big Dumper looks absolutely lost. It looks like he is trying and swinging way too hard, and Bryce Harper is also another guy that is over swinging in the batter's box. I even said it during the live broadcast. I can see where Philadelphia Phillies frustrations come from watching Bryce Harper play, because from an outside perspective, as a Yankee fan, you go, oh, how can you hate? How can you complain about Bryce Harper? How can the general manager of the Philadelphia Phillies say that Bryce Harper is on the downswing of his career? And then you look at some of his at-bats tonight in the World Baseball Classic and the way that he approaches some at-bats, it looks like he takes some at-bats off. And also what plays into it is the lackadaisical nature of Bryce Harper's swing. He swings from his heels every time, but it looks like kind of like he's not even caring. It's an effortless swing. But you know what? Bryce Harper had 2 huge scoops at first base because he has had major problems getting balls from second base, because a couple have been thrown over his head and a couple of wides so far in 3 games in the World Baseball Classic so far. But listen, the Team USA has three wins right now. Okay, they're 3-0 in a tough group. They're facing Italy tomorrow night, and they've done what they've had to do so far. So if they can get to 4 wins tomorrow against a tough Italy team, hey, listen, Jorge Posada is one of the managers on Team Italy. And I even said this during the live broadcast. I wanted Jorge Posada to be the manager of the New York Yankees before they got Aaron Boone a dog's age ago, it seems like now. And people were asking me why in the comments, because catchers make very good head coaches. Francisco Cervelli is the head coach of Team Italy, and he was procuring talent all over the country of Italy. He has some guys that were a bartender last year, and he wanted actual Italians from Italy playing for him. And I think it's a great story what Team Italy is doing for the game of baseball, especially in Italy. And this is what tournaments like the World Baseball Classic do, guys. They spread this great game around this marble we call Earth, and boy, is it going to get nothing but better. We play Italy, and then we got the quarters, semis, and finals. Hopefully, Team USA, who is the heavy favorite in this tournament. Heavy is the crown of the favorite, with Dominican Republic being a plus 325 and Team Japan being a plus 425. It seems like Team USA has everything to lose, but their captain, Aaron Judge, will not let it happen. Not on Aaron Judge's watch, but you can watch me at New York Minute. That's NEWYRKMAN on Instagram. Anywhere in that smoke wagon you call the information superhighway, you can find New York Minute Sports. It's New York sports for New York nuts. I'll be broadcasting live streaming during the Italy game tomorrow night. And remember, if you can't be good, be bad, baby. Good night, Canada. Bye.